My main goal is to edit 2 scenes today, right? There's not as much to add into this scene, to be honest. These are very much light touch scenes. Yesterday ended up being a wild success. I spent the weekend working through my entire schedule, trying to plan out how this edit is going to do, and I've got a few goals basically that I've got to hit every day to be able to hit my overall deadline date, which I don't want to say out loud because life things sometimes happen which postpone it. Sometimes I work a little bit faster, but every day I'll explain to you kind of what my goal is and what I'm trying to accomplish. And today I would like to edit scenes 9 and 10. Now there are 96 scenes in this book for me to edit, 2 of which were fully deleted and 2 of which have been added in. So we've got some new ones that I had to write, which is what I ended up doing last Friday. I ended up writing a brand new scene, and today I'm going to be editing that scene along with another one. And that is the plan that I wrote down for today, but then I got a message from my critique partner yesterday, and she told me that she had read chapter 1, and I've been working through some of the notes that she's given me. She's done this a few times now, and we're at a point where she's really just honing in on some of the things that she thinks could change. She's always looking for opportunity for me to cut things as well, because I'm not very good at cutting words, and I'm apparently very good at writing a lot of them. So yeah, she's really trying to help me keep it as succinct as possible. For now, I'm going to focus on working through scene 9, and we'll see where we get to by lunchtime. This here, which I can't show you anything of it, is about a 56-page document, and it is basically my roadmap to the end of the draft. And it's got all of the notes of things that I've got to change, all of the, promises I've got to add in to ensure that the later payoffs hit really well, and I'm just going through them one at a time, and it's literally it's kind of my Bible, and it's the thing that I've been following the whole time. And I will eventually show you bits of it when you can know a little bit more. I can't really show you many details until you've seen the synopsis. When you see the synopsis, I'm going to talk a little bit more freely about this, but at the minute, it's all under wraps. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling to you now, and I'm going to go and see if I can actually hit the goal of the day. And that is me done for Monday. Great day. This is just how days sometimes go. Sometimes the first half of the day is literally just procrastination, me sitting around, kind of wanting to get the work done, and then it's like the deep focus time and getting on with it. I'm quite happy, actually, to be honest with you, because I've drank 3 cups of water, which is more water than I've drank in a long, long time, and I've also managed to get 2 scenes fully edited, meaning that I am still 100% on target to get to the point where I need to be. So basically, what I'm thinking about doing is a couple of things. 1, hit my goal. My goal would be nice. My main goal is to edit 2 scenes today, right? But it has hit me that I've literally got nothing else to do today except work. And I'm just going to see how far I can push that today. I'm not sure that this might end up where I just hit the 2. Because a lot of the time, I'll hit the 2 that I want to get done. And I'll just leave it at that, because I like to celebrate the small wins, because then you don't get burnt out as quickly. But then sometimes you just have days like today where the entire schedule is free of anything except working. All I have to do is work on the book. All the way up till Act 2, I don't really need to be working too hard on every single scene, because I've already done about 3 variations of each of the scenes that I'm currently writing. So this will be the finalized version. Sort of. My critique partner will go over it one more time. But the point is, to me, this is the final version, and, what I put in today will be everything. Did I get 2 scenes done before lunchtime? No. I got 1 scene done. Really happy with that scene. I'm about halfway through this one. There's not as much to add into this scene, to be honest. These are very much light touch scenes. But no, I didn't. A friend of mine got in contact. We ended up chatting for a little bit. And I did get distracted because that's what I do. I get distracted. Although I'm still on track to do more than usual because my friend has gone now. There is no going back. It's 12:24, meaning I've got at least another 4 hours, maybe even 4.5 hours, where I can get a real good dint into these scenes. So I'm feeling pretty pumped right now. So I have officially done 3 out of the 2 scenes that I planned today, which is putting me 1 scene ahead of the game for anybody who's just like me and terrible at maths. I actually had to stop and think about what that number was. Yeah, it's been a little bit easier because there are just some scenes that are pretty much there, you know, they've already got all of the bells and whistles. There's not loads and loads of effort to be spent on them. I just need to make sure I finalize them by adding in a few different bits of foreshadowing that are supposed to be there. I'm going to try and do that scene, and if I don't get it done, then that's fine, because tomorrow's another day, and I'm going to get a chance to work on some more again. We'll see what happens. Yesterday ended up being a wild success. I managed to edit 4 scenes. That's 2 more scenes than I had originally planned, which puts me ahead of the game. So all of the work that I was meant to be doing today has already been done, which means I now have a choice on what to do. I've just spent the morning actioning some notes from my critique partner, and I'm really, really pleased with some of the ones, one of which she mentioned that she was really happy with one of the characters. Long story short, one of the biggest problems with the original, well, the second draft that I gave out, the one that she read, was the fact that from literally the first page of a certain character in the book being on the page, she absolutely could not stand her. And I had no idea what to do about that, but the more my critique partner read, the more it became obvious that that character was terribly broken because of some of the decisions that I had made very early on. And she's just read what is the new version of the introduction of that character and basically said how much she can see that this character has progressed and how she actually really roots for this character now and the way that things have gone in a positive way. So that was really nice. So going in today with a huge amount of motivation, which definitely has a knock-on effect, getting those little wins. I think that's why I like to focus on getting the bare minimum done, because when you get that bare minimum done, you can either stop and celebrate that you did it, or you can ride off the win and you can do more and feel like you're ahead of the game, which, you know, the more I'm ahead of the game on this one, the better. We'll see how we go anyway. One at a time, and it's literally just, it's kind of my Bible, and it's the thing that I've been following. I spent the morning going through the vlog and getting it up to date. I've never done a weekly vlog before, so this is quite a new adventure for me. I'm quite enjoying kind of where we're at with it, and what I've found is that there's a lot of waffling that goes on in the middle, and there's some other stuff about like craft that I'm going to probably repurpose a little bit later on down the line, so there's going to be a couple of alternate cuts of this vlog. Just watch this space. But now my family have gone out. The house is my own. I have lit a candle and I am ready to do some edits. I'm looking towards trying to get 4 scenes done. Is it 4 scenes I got done? Okay, so I've got to edit scene 15, and I've got to edit scene 16. Once they are done... actually, it's 2 scenes. I'm looking to edit 2 scenes today that I feel like I probably could get through, because yesterday was 4 scenes, and I'm feeling pretty pumped, and I did about 3 scenes, but currently 10 to 1. I did 3 scenes yesterday in the space of like 3 hours or so, 4 hours, I don't know. It all depends on the scene. Obviously, 1 scene an hour is not one that we're going to calculate. It's more, you know, it just depends on the scene. Some scenes need less. Like yesterday, there was a scene that I did that didn't need anything. It didn't need any extra attention, really. It just needed me to add in a certain part of the story that wasn't there to align with what the new version of the story was. So not every scene is going to need the same level of nourishment. And actually knowing that that is going to only be 2 scenes, I'm going to see where I go, and then you never know, I might skip the scenes that need more time and maybe do a couple of others. So if I can get 4 in the tank today, that would put me at a number of 19 scenes edited already. Bearing in mind, I started this week with 9 scenes already edited, because the update that I was originally going to do, I didn't want to put in the announcement because I thought there was already a lot of information in there as it was. So yeah, I'm already quite far into this process. Now then, let's go and see how much more I can get done today. My family have returned and I have managed to edit 2 scenes today. I've got about 50 minutes left with the work that I'm going to do, and the next scene that I've got to do is a little bit more challenging than the ones that I've been doing recently, because there is one specific point of view where a lot of the early stuff has changed because of a lot of characters that I met along the way that I need to kind of add into the draft a little bit earlier on. That character is one that I was kind of making up as I went along with this draft because he was a very new character at the time, and now having got to the end of the story, I know what needs to happen at the start of his story for it to be as optimal as possible for that big ending. But because this is going to be a much bigger and more challenging edit, I am going to edit all of the stuff that I've got today into the vlog, this particular vlog, and then tomorrow I can start with a fresh day and use my newfound brain power from having slept and had breakfast to push on through the more challenging scenes. Ultimately, I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. Last night, there was a beautiful solar eclipse, and I couldn't resist but to record it for the vlog, which is nice. It's like they timed it perfectly. It's like, he's doing a vlog, he needs something nice to capture, and so they put a nice little solar eclipse in the sky. Anyway, today I am getting started. I've got 25 notes to action from my critique partner on chapter 2, which is very, very cool. I'm looking forward to sitting down, going through them, but I've also then got to start working on the newsletter, because every Thursday I'm going to be sending out a newsletter giving everyone an early update as to where I'm at. If you're watching this on the day it came out, you will be watching it on the Friday, and the information as to how far I am will be given out very early on the Thursday. You'll find out on the Thursday. So if you are interested in getting regular updates in my writing, when you sign up, you'll be getting an email which links to a little page which basically gives you the updates. I update it every time I finish a scene. I update it so you can have regular updates, and you don't have to wait for the next vlog to come out. You just sign up to the newsletter, which the link is in the description, and you will be able to know pretty much how far I am at all times. You can click that link anytime you want and it will be updated in real time, because every time I finish a scene I write down that I've completed it. Starting out with today, I think the goal is going to be to action those 25 notes, and then we're diving into the scene that I was speaking about yesterday, which is actually a combination of 2 different scenes and has a bunch of stuff added into it. So I'm going to put that down as my goal today, to basically write that email, get those notes actioned, and then get that one scene done, and we'll see where I'm at lunchtime, and I might reevaluate the goal. Just looking at this scene makes me feel so overwhelmed. There is just so much wrong with it. Nothing needs to stay. Like, majority of it needs to go, and I need to add in so many new things. I think the simple idea of getting this one scene done today is going to be good. If I can get this one scene done, as much as I want to keep full steaming ahead, like my brain's like, oh, you did 4 scenes on that one day, imagine if you could do 4 scenes today. I need to just focus on getting things done, and I am ahead of schedule now, so I'm going to take this one slow, probably get a cup of tea maybe. I just now need to plow on through this. It's not good. It's not good. This scene needs work. So, wish me luck. I've only gone and finished the 2 scenes of the day, haven't I, eh? Oh, I would have loved to have done more. But do you know what? I did it. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get through that scene, and I don't know, I just sort of sat down with it and I was going for it, and do you know what? It happened, and I'm still 2 scenes ahead of the game, hoping to get 2 scenes done tomorrow, as opposed to the 1 scene that I have written down that I've got to do. I basically do less on Fridays and Thursdays because I put vlog editing in there. I've just sent out that email that I was talking about earlier on. If you want to be privy to that, you know where to go. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I am actually going to go and add these bits to this vlog now. I know what you're thinking. How much time does this guy spend working in bed? Well, right now, quite a lot, considering I can't afford an office, and it's the summer holidays, which means that the house is pretty much occupied by me, my wife and my child, so I need to let them use the house for what the house is there for, and I just get banished up here to do the work, basically. And then when they're gone, I party for a little bit downstairs in the living room and work there, and that's kind of the rhythm of my days at the minute, which will probably be subject to change a bit later on. I'm feeling a bit low today, feeling a bit sort of, I don't know if it's a feeling of like not getting enough done. There is always a feeling of not getting enough done. I've had a pretty good week so far. I've done 8 scenes, which is not a short amount, but there's always this weird feeling on a Friday that I haven't done enough and that I need to do more. And you know, I've been feeling this way since September 2024, when I literally told myself the first draft will be ready in November, and I thought this was going to be done by like February or something. And obviously I've been doing that, and I think the only way I've got through this whole thing is by convincing myself that it's going to be done in the next 3 months. Anyway, I digress. It's been a great week so far. It's been really good, and I think maybe there's a little part of me that is really nervous to release this vlog today, because I'm letting people into my process for the first time ever, and I'm allowing people to see what I do on my day-to-day. And I'll be honest with you, it's quite boring. I don't really do anything other than see 4 walls for 5 days. I wake up and I literally, I'm in my room, and then I go downstairs and I do a bit of work down there, and then that's it. The day's up and I move on to the next day. Today I am going to be aiming to get the first 2 scenes done that I'm meant to be doing before 10 o'clock, which I think is maybe doable, maybe not, I don't know. At least 1 scene by 10 o'clock, because at 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock I've got a rehearsal for a film that I'm filming next week. The truth is though that right now, if I do get those 2 scenes done, it does mean I am 5% ahead of schedule, which is really good, so it doesn't really matter how well today goes. But let's just go and see what the day has to offer, shall we? And just like that, this week of work has come to an end. It's been a very hot week in the UK. I started out with the goal of completing, I believe it was 7 scenes that I had written down to complete this week, and I ended up completing 10 scenes, so I'm gonna say that it has been a rollicking success. But the question of the week, of course, is how much percentage are we through the book? Well, that puts us at a total of 21%. That is right, we are 21% through the book, meaning that I'm only 4% away from earning a title reveal. Now, I think this has set a very high bar for future weeks, but there are a couple of things that I feel like we need to take into consideration. The first one is the fact that I didn't have much on this week, meaning that I could dedicate the majority of my time to editing the book. The second thing is that the scenes that I was focusing on have already been edited many times over, meaning that it was quite easy for me to sort of full steam ahead on them. Now then, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then don't forget to check out this playlist here, where I will be putting all of the videos in the 2ToRamble write-in project. And also, if you are enjoying it and you want to know when the next one comes up, then don't forget to subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you next week.